How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue from Border Network News and America's Voice. Muy buenas tardes a todos, señores. Soy Oscar Blue para el programa de Border Network News y America's Voice. ¿Qué tal el día de hoy, señores? Estamos aquí con el pastor Alberto apoyándolo en esto que viene siendo. Por favor, compartan para que lleguemos a más visualizaciones. Compartan esta publicación. Señores, estamos aquí con el pastor Alberto. Pastor, muy buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Definitivamente, acá abajo, pastor. Definitivamente, esta es una de las situaciones que nunca pensamos que fuera a suceder. Ahora que tenemos el COVID-19, tenemos que tener un poquito más cuidado en cuestiones de salud, en cuestiones de limpieza y en todo tipo de cuestión. Pero al parecer, al gobierno de Baja California, al gobierno de Tijuana, no le importa lo que está sucediendo en estos momentos con el albergue Agape. Los desechos de la CES están siendo depositados cerca del albergue y en estas condiciones en las que ustedes se encuentran, hay gente enferma en su albergue, hay gente que ocupa el cuidado necesario. ¿Qué es lo que está sucediendo, pastor?
Lo que está sucediendo es que tenemos un grave problema de salud. Ahorita ya le hemos notificado a todos nuestros patrocinadores y a todos los grupos que vienen y nos visitan, y a todos los que nos visitan, que ya no le vamos a dar acceso que entre a nuestro albergue, porque tenemos personas con síntomas del coronavirus, que tienen gripa, calentura, tos, dolores de cabeza, mareo. Fuimos con el municipio, nos atendieron muy bien, nos dieron con el delegado, nos dio medicamento y eso, pero la CEP empezó a tirar aquí lo que viene es el excrementos.
Now, can we explain it now in English, please?
Yeah, we're having a terrible problem right now. We're not going to allow no one to enter more into our shelter because we're going through a crisis now. There's several immigrants that right now we have in our shelter that has systems for the coronavirus. So we went to the authorities and they gave us some medication and everything. The city, then we made a protest because more people were getting sick, and then the SEP, which it's the state that fixed the sewerage system. You know, when a pipe breaks down and everything, there's all kinds of doo-doo and everything, you know, piss and everything. So all that and whatever, all contamination of black water and everything that goes to the beach, they're coming in semi-trucks and they're unloading it here. So we have people that have the flu, have high fever and everything. We went to the state, and the state, what they did is they examined 14 of them, and they said, this is really an emergency. We need to take everyone from Colonia Nueva Aurora, we need to take them to the general hospital. We went down over there to the general hospital. They gave only prescriptions, but no medicine. We were asking, because we're a lot, we were 175 in our shelter. We said, okay, we want the exam for the corona flu virus, and they did not give it to us.
Wow.
And right now we're on alert. Right now we're here protesting here because there's 2 semi trucks from the state that has, you know, piss, whatever you use it, when you use the restroom, you flush it and everything, black water, everything. They just throw tons of it right there, and the smell came real bad. We're sick and everything. We're in a pandemic right now, and there has to be an alert for cleaning and everything. And right now, all our sponsors and all of them are from the United States. For their security, you know, we always love them to come to our place and everything. But for health reasons, right now we're telling every group that comes to our shelter, don't come to.
And this will inevitably create more of that pandemic, and more inevitably it can create, you know, a spree of the COV, the COVID-19.
Yeah, well, that's our main concern, that we're contaminated, and then the government, they don't even want to give us the test and see if we have it, yes or no, or our shelter have it. So for security reasons, we're shutting it down. We're not going to allow no one to come in. and everything. Only if the health department wants to come in and give us the test, they're more than welcome. And
Now,
everything.
but Pastor, the president of Mexico said that we are prepared for the COVID-19. Isn't that ironic? He's such an ignorant. Really, he's saying that we are prepared for the COVID-19. That we have everything, the process, the medical department, the vaccines, whatever we need. He says that we are ready. What do you think about that?
Well, we had 64 people that were sick, and they got even the doctor saw us, and then after that we got even sicker. After that, another 43 when they took us for emergency. And this is the point, that we have the symptoms of the coronavirus, but the health department, they say it costs too much money for them to give us the test and see if we have it. So we're doing all on our parts. But then the state comes and they're throwing all this over here, contaminating and everything. We need to clean up and everything. I have kids that are sick and everything. So right now, we're recommending everyone from the United States, don't come to Baja California. I feel bad. I'm telling everyone that sponsors us, please don't come for your health reasons and everything. I will be irresponsible for us to say to our sponsors that have been been blessing us a lot and everything. I will be irresponsible for me to tell them, yeah, come on down.
Yeah, it hurts you. And and there's a senator in Nuevo León that is saying right now that the government was saying to them, if they're characterized with high fever, recommendation to diagnose as influenza, not as COVID-19. What do you think about that? Because they're trying to make a smokescreen to make us think, everybody, that it's only influenza, that it's not COVID-19.
Well, whatever it is, we need treatment, and we are not receiving no treatment at all. So now what I'm gonna do, we're gonna have everyone that's sick in different rooms that have the flu, high fever, the flu, that are coughing and everything. Those I'm gonna separate, and the other ones I'm gonna put in different rooms. And right now we're just gonna isolate ourselves and everything, and hopefully we'll come out of this. But the state government is being irresponsible. How can you break the sewerage and then all the piss and all the doo-doo and everything that comes out of there, fill up semi-trucks, unload here, where all these communities all around. We had over 400 signatures signed, people here, because they say they had symptoms, that they're sick and everything. They want this place to be shut down. They're not shutting this place down. I have 70 people that are business people that have little business here in Plaza, in Plaza Loma Bonita, and all those 70, they sign that they don't want them to be throwing this because of contamination. Mm-hmm. So right now, Mexico or Baja California, instead of taking precaution and everything, and don't contaminate and don't cause sickness, I mean, they're calling us and say, okay, do you have pine salt? Do you have bleach? Are you cleaning everything? We're doing all that, but they don't give us the medication and treatment when we say we're sick. We need you to give us the test. If we have people because they have symptoms of coronavirus, they don't give us the treatment. So
amazing.
It's very big negligence on our part. Amazing. And if Baja California is doing this, we don't recommend no one to come to Baja California.
So what is the message that you sending right now to the Department of State, Pastor?
What I'm telling them is, the first thing, I need medical doctors to give us the treatment, of what's happening. And then also I'm asking the state, nobody wants you on their backyard for them to throw doo-doo, all kind of, sorry for the expression or something, shit, because basically that's what it is, piss and everything, to dump it on your backside. And then your kids are sick. When they go eat and everything, you have the plate, oh, suddenly they dump something that you throw up what you ate.
Wow.
That's how bad it is.
Let us go around right here. Let me just ask some migrants right here. We're seeing a little kid right here with the banner that says high fever, feeling sick, headaches, vomit, and getting dizzy and diseases right here. A kid. Then you see another migrant right here that is alert. The pandemic, eco waste contamination. This is eco waste right here, people. As you can see, this eco waste. Let me take some pictures right here outside of the place.
Actually, the state made a contract with this company to dump all this kind of waste and everything, which is causing a whole bunch of sickness. It's a big problem.
Yeah, it is a huge problem, Pastor. So I'm gonna be walking right here to show you right here the banners. There's a lot of migrants right here that they are concerned about the dumping of waste. Exactly the same thing that has been occurring, that they've been dumping doo-doo to the border right here to Imperial Beach. You see another one right here, another migrant says Eco Waste and CEF, that is the state right there, contaminating in the times of pandemic. Another one that says exactly the same thing, a world pandemic. You see a child right here that it says contamination. You know, you're a company that is contaminating right now in a pandemic. Also, Rigoberto Laborín Valdés de la CEF. You know, he's the director of CEF. He's the director of CEF, the state. You know, you are fired. Eco Waste, get out. And another one that says we want action of COFEPRIS. This is the organization that is for sewage cleaning in times of pandemic and worldwide. Look at this child. This another one that says high fever. You know, it says also pain. You know, headaches, dizziness. With everything. And another one right here says without filters right here. And another one says alert, pandemic, eco waste, contamination. This is all the people right here that they are protesting outside of eco waste.
Actually, in here waiting for those two trucks to come out of here because they threw all that trash and garbage and shit and piss and everything there with dirt and everything. We're waiting for him to come here and say, look, we have kids here that are sick. You just dump that. We want you to be conscious about that. We don't have nothing personal with them, but we want him to know that we have people that are sick and they just dump that stuff there.
Amazing.
And we're going through a pandemic right now of what you call the coronavirus and everything, and he's just dumping it and everything.
Amazing.
What with the authority of the governor?
Unhuman. For everybody that is watching, I'm Oscar Blue for Puerto Rico News and America's Voice. This is the company Eco Waste that is dumping sewage. You know, well, I can only say the word, you know, doo-doo, piss, everything that it comes with the sewage in the black waters. They're dumping it on behind of the shelter Agape. Right now in this time where there's a pandemic, right now in this time where our president is saying that we are prepared, right now in this times where, you know, the government of Mexico is saying that we are prepared for a pandemic and for also for the COVID-19, we are showing you right now that they don't care about lives of children. And they don't care about, you know, not only if it is migrants or it's lives of children. They don't care about the spread of the COVID-19, of the COVID-19. This is amazing, the irresponsibility of this kind of companies that they can throw, and they don't have the decency, and also they don't have the responsibility of protecting lives. That right now we are in a pandemic. The COVID-19 can be spread, you know, amazingly fast. And these companies, they're just throwing doo-doo and piss on whatever parts that they want. And they're moving by trucks, by semi-trucks. And right now the pastor's right here with everybody from the shelter to protest and to not let those semi-trucks in. Let us go and talk to the migrants. Let us see if we can talk to one of the migrants right here. And I will translate in Spanish. Unas palabritas, ¿sí? Tu opinión sobre lo que está pasando, la irresponsabilidad del gobierno de México en estas etapas de que hay una pandemia, un pánico por el COVID-19, y parece que el gobierno mexicano dice estamos preparados para esto, pero mira nomás la responsabilidad. You know, your opinion of the pandemic right now and the panic, you know, the irresponsibility of the government on throwing, you know, doo-doo and piss behind the shelter. What is your opinion?
Lo que sucede es que el gobierno se ha hecho de oídos sordos a nuestro clamor, porque naturalmente nuestros niños, ¿verdad? Que estamos ahí en este lugar, estamos graves, pues. Desde el tiempo que tienen esta gente, estar tirando esos residuos, ese y todas esas cosas hemos estado nosotros los adultos, y nosotros somos más, digamos, los niños más vulnerables a la contaminación. Hemos estado mal de las amígdalas, una tos, un problema estomacal, diarrea, de todo ahí, ¿me entiendes?
We are more concerned about the children. We're not concerned about ourselves. You know, diarrhea, high fever, headaches, all of this. All of this. It just, it claims and it is yelling. COVID-19, come to our shelter and just do something. ¿Cuál crees que sea la solución inmediata para que paren de tirar aquí, no? What do you think that is the solution to stop, throwing the sewer drainage over here?
Naturalmente, si cuál fuera la solución, que dejaran de estar tirando ese tipo de residuos aquí, porque naturalmente nosotros nos están matando así, silenciosamente, porque en el día casi ellos no tiran residuos, pero en la noche, en la madrugada es donde nos ataca más, y no se puede ni comer, no se puede ni salir, los niños. Es una epidemia, algo bien latente aquí, pues así. Y nosotros, miren, puedo observar a los niños, la mayoría andan con gripe, con tos, diarrea, mareos.
Sí, y inevitablemente los niños son los que más sufren, ¿no?
Ese es el pesar que da.
Muy bien, muchísimas gracias, muchísimas gracias.
Queremos ser escuchados, queremos el examen de...
A la cuenta de 3. 1.
Queremos el examen de coronavirus. Queremos ser escuchados.
They're asking for the exam of the coronavirus. They're asking for the exam. That's what they want. They want to be heard. They want for the exam of the coronavirus. This is amazing, people. This is the complete irresponsibility of the government of Mexico that has always been like that. It's always been like that since, oh my God, since I have notion of time. The irresponsibility of the government of Mexico, always lying to the people, always telling that we are ready, always saying to everybody that we are ready for a tragedy, that we are ready for a pandemic like this one. It reminds me a little bit of what happened with the rains right here, with the fires in Tijuana. It reminds me a little bit, but this one is alarming because it's a pandemic. It is the COVID-19. It is enormous bacteria. It is it's spreading. And the fear that they're implementing and the government is implementing in everybody else's mind. Plus, add to the fact that right now they are dropping doo-doo and they're dropping, every sewage in the back of the shelter, and the children are breathing. The children cannot eat. Big headaches. They're having, they're getting more sicker than they already are, and high temperature. And all of this, add to the fact that nobody's doing anything about it, and the only thing that they're asking is, the COVID-19 test. Pastor,
Oscar, the thing is this: I don't want these immigrants to go to the United States with flu, high blood pressure, high fever, and everything, and coughing and everything, without being tested. That if they have coronavirus, yes or no, I would like them to be tested, and for them to have proof that they do not have coronavirus, and for them to show proof. Look, we don't have it, and everything. When they apply to the United States, because I don't want the United States to get this either, and everything. I don't want Mexicans. I don't want no one to get this. But basically, I think it's a responsibility, and we ask President Trump to please say that if you're in a shelter or something, we must be tested, and the government of Mexico to give us those exams, so that these immigrants, when they go to the United States, they could have proof that they do not have this coronavirus and that they were tested. Basically, that's our main request.
It's completely the responsibility of the government of this country to not be held accountable right now. These kind of companies that they're dumping waste on the back of the shelter, and they're letting all this pollution go inside the shelter with possibilities of of a bacteria or something going into the shelter. Now, Pastor, how much time are you going to spend here? You're going to wait for the trucks to get out.
We're waiting a while and everything, but they already gave them notice, don't come out and everything. All that we wanted to do is when they come out, stop the truck and tell them, look, we're sick. look what you're doing. We're sick and everything. Look at the kids. Look at everything. Use your conscience. It doesn't matter if a company tells you go dump something. If you know that we're getting sick and people are getting sick, don't do it. Don't do it and everything. We're asking also the governor. He has the authority to stop this. What they're saying is they already made a contract and everything, and since they already made a contract, if they stop dumping and everything, they have to pay. I'm sorry. The people's health is more important. It's not only our shelter, it's the entire community that are being affected. So basically, we're just asking the government, please help us. Not only that, we are in a pandemic right now, and it is not time for you to do something like this that could create confusion on people that have the symptoms of coronavirus, and people right now, they don't know if they have it or yes or no, or if it's the contamination. So we want to know. And what they're telling us is that we need to have proof that this is the contamination. How can we have proof? Because they're saying, oh, the coronavirus is out there. Well, then test us then. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, amazing. Well, I'm going to walk around right here, Pastor, and show you again all the migrants that there are and people that they live on the shelter. All the migrants and the people that they live on the shelter. You see kids right here. You know, people, there's so much we can do, but the priority right here is that, you know, this initiates with something. And this initiates with the United Nations Pact of Immigration. And I will be frank with you guys, this initiates with that. If the United Nations didn't push all this migration, all these global compacts of immigration, if they don't push the global compact of education, if they don't push the global compact of environment, and right now they're going to be pushing for vaccines for everybody, this wouldn't be existing, people. These kind of crises, these kind of situations, that's why I completely, and I am more emphatic every time to tell you guys, stop funding the United Nations. They don't care. Look at here. You don't see the commission, the International Commission of Human Rights right now. You don't see no leftist liberals right here. You don't see no activists. You don't see no lawyers that they always claiming that they're helping immigrants. You don't see the United Nations whatsoever right here. You don't see them at all. They're not worried. Their only number one purpose is to destabilize economies, to destabilize borders, and to make a profit out of migrants. They don't care where they migrate. They don't care where they come. They don't care where they go. And they don't care about the situation that they're going right now through, as the COVID-19 is not only a situation that is going through migrants, it's going around the world. It's going through citizens in Italy, that they have 424 deaths, the highest death in 24 hours. More than 6,000 in Germany, more than 6,000 in France, 7,668 in the United States of America, with 168 deaths, and 642 cases that they have died around the world, more than what the number is in China right now. So this is the situation here. As we are looking, who's helping? Where are you, activists? Where are you with your fancy cameras? I don't see you. I don't see the activists helping. I don't see the leftist groups. I don't see them over here. This is where they're supposed to be, and I don't see them at all. So, how's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue. Let me flip the camera right here. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News at America's Voice. We are live right here in Tijuana, Baja California, as we are doing boot work again, where the shelter Agape, in charge by a Pastor Alberto, they are protesting outside of a waste company that has been dumping waste behind their shelter. They've been dumping doo-doo and everything that comes with black water. They've been doing this for a long time. They've been doing it in Imperial Beach, California. That is the border that connects to Tijuana. Gallons and gallons and gallons of contamination. They've been doing that to the border that crosses to the United States. Now, right now, they're doing it over here behind the shelter. They're doing it behind the shelter where kids their lives are being at risk in the pandemic right now is that the COVID-19 can spread immediately, and a lot of people, my God, check out this, people. There's kids right here, there's migrants, and they're protesting because of this sewage waste that is being dumped behind the shelter. Alert, pandemic, eco waste contaminates. And nobody's helping. I will be leaving soon, people, because of the smell. It's not that. So, I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Stay safe, and always remember peace and love, everybody, because always your country's first.